They say that heavy is the head that wears the crown. But right now, the question on everyone's lips in northern Nigeria is, where is that head hiding? The internet is currently melting down with reports that the Sultan of Sokoto, His Eminence Saadu Abubakar III, has fled his palace to an unknown location following the thunderous US airstrikes that shook the Caliphate on Christmas night. You saw the headline, you saw the panic, and now you are asking the big question: is the seat of the Caliphate empty? Did the most powerful traditional ruler in Nigeria actually run for his life because of Donald Trump's missiles? We are going to dig deep into this unfolding mystery because while the official channels are trying to show business as usual, the streets of Sokoto are telling a very different story. We are going to discuss the terrifying silence from the Sultan himself, a silence that even observers like Mike Arnold have described as sad and deeply worrying for a leader of his stature. We will break down the confusion surrounding the American intervention, the new terror group Lakurawa that brought these bombs to the north, and why many believe the Sultan is not just resting, but is actually being shielded from a war that has arrived at his doorstep. If you want to know if the Caliphate is safe and why the Sultan has refused to address his people directly since the skies turned red, please do me a massive favor and smash that like button right now. It helps us expose the lies and spread the truth. And if you are not yet a subscriber, click that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. You need to be here as we track this developing story. Let's go straight to the heart of the matter. Is the Sultan in his palace or has he fled? The Nigerian military wants you to believe everything is fine. On Friday, December 26, 2025, just hours after the US Navy launched Tomahawk missiles into Tangaza and Jabo, the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Widi Shaibu, was seen visiting the Sultan's palace. Pictures were released, handshakes were exchanged, and the army issued a statement saying they were there to reassure the monarch. On paper, this is supposed to be proof that he is on his throne. But here's where the story gets messy, and here's why the "he fled" rumor refuses to die. Since that photo op, the Sultan has been ghosting. We have not heard a single word from him. No broadcast to his people, no public address to calm the farmers in Jabo who thought the world was ending, and no statement on whether he supports this foreign bombardment of his domain. For a leader who is usually vocal about peace and unity, this silence is deafening. As Mike Arnold and other keen observers have pointed out, it is actually sad that in the middle of such chaos, the father of the region has gone mute. It raises the suspicion, was that meeting with the army chief staged to hide the fact that he was on his way out? Or is he currently in the palace under a protective silence because the situation is far worse than we are being told? You have to understand the level of fear in Sokoto right now. This wasn't a small military operation. This was the United States of America, under the direct order of President Donald Trump, launching airstrikes on Nigerian soil. Trump made it clear on Truth Social that he ordered these strikes to wipe out ISIS terrorist scum and protect Christians. This narrative has created a massive headache for the Sultan. If he supports the strikes, he looks like he is siding with a foreign infidel against his own region's sovereignty. If he condemns them, he looks like he is protecting terrorists. So he has chosen silence. But in leadership, silence creates a vacuum, and rumors fill that vacuum. The rumor that he has moved to an unknown location for safety is spreading because people don't believe a leader would sit comfortably while foreign missiles are flying over his roof. And let's talk about the target of these strikes, the Lakurawa group. These are a new breed of terror that has infiltrated the northwest from Niger Republic. These are not your ragtag bandits. These are heavily armed, foreign-trained fighters who have been collecting taxes and imposing their own laws in Sokoto communities. The fact that the Nigerian military had to call in the Americans to deal with them shows that the situation had gotten out of control. The Sultan, whose influence spans across these borders, is now caught in the middle. His sad silence might be a sign that he knows this war is about to get much bloodier. The optics are terrible. Imagine the villagers in Jabo who saw debris from American bombs falling on their farms. They are looking to the palace for reassurance, for explanation, for hope. Instead, they get a photo of the army chief smiling. It feels disconnected. It feels like the elites are safe in their bunkers while the common man is left to guess if the next sound he hears is thunder or a Tomahawk missile. This disconnect is what fuels the fleeing narrative. When the shepherd is silent, the sheep scatter. I want to ask you, the viewer, do you believe the official story that the Sultan is sitting comfortably in his palace, or do you think there is smoke without fire regarding his whereabouts? And what do you make of his silence? Is it wisdom, or is it, as Mike Arnold said, a sad dereliction of duty in a time of crisis? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I really want to read your take on this. As we step deeper into 2026, the Northwest is becoming the new epicenter of Nigeria's war on terror. The involvement of the US military has changed the game completely. We are no longer just dealing with internal security, we are now a theater for global geopolitical warfare. Whether the Sultan is in Sokoto or in an unknown location, the reality is that the peace of the Caliphate has been shattered. We will continue to monitor his movements, or lack thereof, and bring you the updates that the mainstream media is too afraid to touch. If you enjoyed this breakdown and you want us to keep digging for the truth about the Sultan's location, please smash that like button. Let's get this video to 5,000 likes. And if you are not yet a subscriber, click that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. You need to be here as we track this developing story. Stay safe, ignore the propaganda, and keep asking the hard questions.